Hello everybody, Mark at 100% Pure Elvis. Thank you all for taking the time out to return to my channel today. I really do appreciate it. Before I get started on this upload today, I just really wanted to pick up on something that's been happening quite recently on a few YouTubers' channels, especially the Elvis channels, and that is regarding negative comments. Now, again, I just want to say I appreciate every single one of my subscribers, whether they leave positive comments or negative comments. When I read a comment after I've done an upload, most of the comments that I receive are positive, and I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. On the very rare occasion you do get negative comments, that's going to happen. You have to expect it as a YouTuber. And for me, when I look at the negative comments, I read it and I absolutely think to myself, is what they're saying justified? At the end of the day, when I read a negative comment, I absolutely just put it at the back of my mind and think, that's their opinion. It's my opinion, what I've uploaded on my channel. And that's not to say that they're wrong or I'm wrong. What I'm saying is their opinion could be totally different from mine, and they have decided to leave that comment on my channel or other Elvis YouTuber channels. And again, for me, it doesn't really get to me a great deal. I think we all have our own opinions on different takes on Elvis Presley songs, different box sets. The Memphis box set, which was released recently, has had a lot of stick. And again, is that justified? I don't think it is personally, but some Elvis fans think it is, and that is your opinion if you do believe that. And again, but my opinion is I actually enjoyed the Memphis box set release. And again, I know when I listen to it, when you listen to an Elvis song without backing vocals and it being newly mixed, again, it will be different. It will be unusual. And you might be a bit disappointed at first thinking, oh, that's been ruined. But again, I enjoy listening to different takes on Elvis songs and etc. and without backing vocals. So again, I'm not going to apologize for enjoying the Memphis box set. But as I've said before, you are all entitled to your own opinions. And again, that is what I just wanted to get across. I mean, with regards to positive and negative comments, we're all going to get them as YouTubers, and it's how you accept them. And I think if it becomes personal, though, I think that's when I would challenge it. I've had a comment recently where I don't think they're a subscriber, but they've put, Mark, take off your rose-tinted coloured glasses and look at the Elvis back catalogue with some realisation. And for me, I don't know what to mean by that. For me, I don't have an issue with any part of Elvis Presley's career. I have my least favourites and I have my favourites. And again, I'm not going to be negative about Elvis because Elvis is my idol. And again, I think as an entertainer, Elvis could do no wrong in my eyes. And again, I was reading a piece on one of my uploads from yesterday. This subscriber of mine has left a really in-depth comment on how RCA marketed Elvis in the 1970s. I think it's really interesting, the comment that they have made. Please go and check out that comment. It is on the Elvis Records, Gold Records Volume 5 upload that I did yesterday. And scroll down and you will see the extensive comment that's been left. And it is all about how RCA marketed Elvis in the 1970s. I think it's really fascinating. And again, I'm really sorry because I can't remember the name of the person that left that comment. But thank you so much for your in-depth feedback. I just quickly wanted to get that out of the way if you don't mind. So again, positive comments, negative comments, I do enjoy them, but the negative comments, please don't make it personal. But we are all entitled to our own opinions. Right, when I returned home from work today, my husband went out for a walk. He went out for a 2-hour walk, and what I decided to do was put on some Elvis, and I decided to choose a CD box set that I've not listened to in a while, and the box set is from 1997, Elvis Presley Platinum, A Life in Music. As I was saying, I think the last time I listened to this in its entirety was possibly around 4 or 5 years ago. So again, I thought, get this played again, listen to it, and give my honest thoughts on this box set. And again, let's start with the front cover image there of Elvis in the recording studio from the 1950s. I'd say that is 1956. And again, I just love the way the Elvis signature at the top, platinum, and then you got A Life in Music. This is the original copy from 1997. It has been re-released since in a slimmed down version. So the box set that you'll get now is a slimmed down version, about that size. It has exactly the same track listing across the 4 CDs. So the re-release is exactly the same as the original release, just slimmed down. It's got a lovely booklet inside, which I will share with you. And again, as I was saying, it's got 4 CDs inside. I will read the track listing with you all in a moment. I love the CDs. They're all picture disc CDs, and I think they're stunning. So disc 1, disc 2, you've got your 1950s Elvis here. So disc 1 is that 1954. Disc 2 is that 56 maybe. And disc 3 is 69, I believe. And then finally, it's at 72 for disc 4. So 3 and 4, 1 and 2. And again, the start of the booklet there, Elvis again in the recording studio, having a break. And let me get that track listing out of the way for you. And again, you've got alternate takes on some of these CDs. So disc 1, I'll Never Stand in Your Way. That's All Right, alternate take. Blue Moon, alternate take. Good Rockin' Tonight. Mystery Train. I Got a Woman, alternate take. Heartbreak Hotel, alternate take. I'm Counting on You, alternate take. Shake, Rattle and Roll, Flip, Flop and Fly. Lordy Miss Claudie, alternate take. I Want You, I Need You, I Love You, alternate take. Hound Dog, Don't Be Cruel. Rip It Up, alternate take. Love Me Tender, When the Saints Go Marching In, All Shook Up, There'll Be Peace in the Valley for Me, alternate take. Blueberry Hill, Let Me Be Your Teddy Bear. Jailhouse Rock, New Orleans, I Need Your Love Tonight, alternate take. A Big Hunk of Love, alternate take. And the Bad New Haim medley, I'll Take You Home Again, Kathleen. I Will Be True. It's Been So Long, Darling. Apron Springs. There's No Tomorrow. My absolute favourite would be, so many subscribers to my channel will know that my favourite song from the 1950s is I Need Your Love Tonight. It's an alternate take, but it's a great alternate take. Not too different from the master release, but again, a good listen all the same. And again, When the Saints Go Marching In, I've not heard that for so long. I really enjoyed that. I'm Counting on You, the alternate take's really good as well. And obviously Shake, Rattle and Roll, Flip, Flop and Fly, I love. And again, so disc 1, absolutely thoroughly enjoyed listening to that today. Disc 2, we have Stuck on You, Fame and Fortune, It's Now or Never, It Feels So Right, alternate take. A Mess of Blues, alternate take. Are You Lonesome Tonight? Reconsider Baby, Tonight Is So Right for Love, alternate take. His Hand in Mine, alternate take. Milky White Way, alternate take. I'm Coming Home, alternate take. I Feel So Bad, alternate take. Can't Help Falling in Love, Something Blue, alternate take. Return to Sender, Bossa Nova Baby, alternate take. How Great Thou Art, alternate take. Guitar Man, alternate take. You'll Never Walk Alone, alternate take. Oh How I Love Jesus, Tennessee Waltz, Blowing in the Wind, I Can't I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. I'm beginning to forget you after loving you. Now, when I listen to CD2 today, now, again, I know I say I'm not negative about Elvis, but again, the alternate take of, I can't remember which one it was, that I'm coming home. I mean, again, I prefer the master take. His hand in mine, I prefer the master take. And Tonight Is So Right for Love from GI Blues, again, I prefer the movie version. But again, and the one song on disc 2 that I really, You'll Never Walk Alone, I've never really been a big fan of that. So again, I really don't enjoy listening to that. Oh, How I Love Jesus. I actually could not remember listening to that before. So when I heard that today, I thought, God, I totally forgot about that song. Again, you know, when you've been a massive follower of Elvis since I have, and since the late 80s, there's still songs that you come across and you think, I forgot about that song. I've not listened to that in quite a long time. And you listen to it and you thoroughly enjoy it. And I really enjoyed I Can't Help It If I'm Still in Love with You. So disc 2, really good disc as well. So let's go on to disc 3. I Got a Woman, Tiger Man, When My Blue Moon Turns to Gold Again, Trying to Get to You, If I Can Dream, alternate take. In the Ghetto, alternate take. Suspicious Minds, alternate take. Power of My Love, alternate take. Baby, What You Want Me to Do. Words, Johnny Be Good. Release Me, CC Rider, The Wonder of You, The Sound of Your Cry, alternate take. You Don't Have to Say You Love Me. Funny How Time Slips Away. I Wash My Hands in Muddy Water. I Was the One. Cattle Call. Baby, Let's Play House. Don't. Money Honey. What did I say? Bridge Over Troubled Water. And I'm going to go for, I love the alternate take of Power of My Love. That is stunning. I really do enjoy the alternate take of If I Can Dream. I Wash My Hands in Muddy Water. What a great song. And obviously the stunning Bridge Over Troubled Water. And again, Tiger Man, I've not listened to that in quite a while either. So again, it's really good when you decide to put on a box set that I've not listened to in a while, and it's very different from other box sorry, that it might be very different from other box sets that you own. I think it's really good to listen to songs that you've not heard in a while. So let's go on to the final disc, disc 4. And now all of these are alternate takes. So I'm not going to say alternate take after each one, because disc 4 is all alternate takes unless otherwise stated. Miracle of the Rosary, He Touched Me, Bosom of Abraham, I'll Be Home on Christmas Day, For the Good Times, Burning Love, Separate Ways, Always on My Mind. An American Trilogy is not an alternate take. Take Good Care of Her, I've Got to Think About You Baby, is not an alternate take. Are You Sincere? It's Midnight, Promised Land, Steamroller Blues is not an alternate take. And I Love You So, Trouble is not an alternate take. Danny Boy, Moody Blue, not an alternate take. Hurt, For the Heart, Pledging My Love, Way Down, My Way, not an alternate take. And finally, an excerpt from the JC's speech. And on the back, I hope you can get to see this okay. I'm sorry if you can't, but trying to, now where there is a little star next to a particular song, let me leave it on there for a while. So you'll see after some songs, there is little stars after. At the time, they were unreleased versions. There's the track listing again on 3 and 4. So them two are 1 and 3, 2 and 4. And again, let's return to disc 4. Now, I love the song I'll Be Home on Christmas Day. He Touched Me, Moody Blue, Promised Land, Are You Sincere, It's Midnight, Hurt, Way Down. Again, what a great, I've Got to Think About Your Baby. Again, I thoroughly enjoyed listening to this again today when I returned home from work. Elvis Presley Platinum, A Life in Music. Let me go through the booklet with you. I will try my best to get through this booklet as best I can for you all. So again, as I shared earlier, Elvis in the recording studio on a break there, wearing his gold lame jacket. Some great images inside here. Again, if you don't own this in your collection, I think it's such a great 4-disc box set to own. I mean, you don't have to buy the original copy from 1997. You could go for the slimmed down version that was a re-release. It has the exact same tracks on it. So all the information inside is talking about the tracks that is included in the box set as well. Look at that. That's a great image there. Some great images. Again, I had a couple of comments yesterday after I did the Volume 5 Gold Records upload, and I said on that obviously my go-to, so I'm just going to stay on that page for a bit. I think they are great images of Elvis in the army. Absolutely stunning. And as you all know, the one on the right there is now a statue of that in Germany. Yeah, I had some comments about the 1970s being my favourite era of Elvis music. Yes, it is. But again, you know, I do listen to the 50s and 60s. You know, it's just Elvis music in the 70s reached out to me more because of my upbringing and because of the style of music he was recording in the 1970s. But again, you know, when you put on the 50s Elvis and 60s, again, still enjoy it. And so please don't be offended if I say the 70s is my favourite era of Elvis music. I love all areas of Elvis's music. You know, absolutely. Elvis could sing anything, couldn't he? Let's be honest with you. So we're looking at the 68 special here. And I've said it before on my channel, what a masterstroke getting Steve Binder involved. Had the pleasure of meeting Steve Binder. Such a humble gentleman. And again, he just said Elvis was like, you know, he needed to do the 68 special because again, even Steve Binder was saying in the conversation he had with the Elvis fans that Elvis in going like 67 into 68, you know, he always thought, well, was Elvis relevant? Where was Elvis going? You know, it was all the movies and his soundtracks wasn't performing in the United States of America or the United Kingdom. So the TV special was something that had to happen. We all know what Colonel Tom Parker wanted it to be. Colonel Tom Parker wanted it to be a Christmas special. Thank God it wasn't. Look at that. I love that. Please, if anyone has additional information on that image, could you please share it for me in the comments below? It doesn't say it here in the book what year and concert date that is. You know, people who subscribed to my channel will be aware I love knowing dates of Elvis Presley concerts and the years. Aloha from Hawaii. And again, some more here. Going back to Elvis as a recording artist, you know, So we're going on to the track listing on these last few pages. I have been asked what type of music that Elvis recorded do you listen to the least? Now, good question. And I have said many times before, I don't listen to the 1950s a great deal, but I do listen to it from time to time. The genre of music that I don't listen to that often, obviously, is Elvis Christmas music. I only listen to Elvis Christmas music once a year, obviously at Christmas time. And I'm also going to go for gospel. I absolutely love Elvis gospel. I only play Elvis gospel if I'm in the mind frame to put gospel music on. I'm not overly religious, but again, when you put Elvis gospel music on, something happens, calms me down, puts me in a good place. But yeah, so mainly listen to the 70s, going into your 60s, going into your 50s. But, you know, when I started my channel 100% Pure Elvis, and I said from the beginning, my go-to era for Elvis music is the 1970s. Again, I've had a lot of my subscribers say that's my favorite genre of music from Elvis. And other people have said, you know, obviously, you know, you can't not look at the 50s. Of course you can't. I mean, for me, you know, the 1950s, for me, it's, you know, that's where it started. And when I put the rock and roll Elvis on from the 50s, again, you know, I will always go to his second album. And then in the 60s, I loved the Elvis's Back album. And, but you know, when you talk about the 1960s, you know, when you look at the early 1960s, when you've got Elvis's Back, and then you're going into the soundtrack albums, aren't you? And I think some of the soundtrack albums are just outstanding. I was actually watching CJ's channel, CJ's Den, yesterday, and CJ was saying, you know, as an Elvis fan, he even enjoyed some of the quirkier songs that Elvis sang on some of the soundtracks. You know, in other words, I mean, there's not any Elvis songs that I hate. You know, I think hate is a word that I wouldn't use when it comes to Elvis Presley music. There is some Elvis Presley songs I'm not overly keen on, that if it come to it, I would, if I was listening to it on a CD, I'd skip to the next one. If I'm listening to a vinyl, I will just leave it on. I won't skip. I do not like I'll Take You Home Again, Kathleen. I don't like Danny Boy. I don't like Old MacDonald from Double Trouble. I mean, there are a few that I can think of at the top of my head that I really do not enjoy listening to. And believe it or not, I was talking to my husband last night about like Elvis Presley music. My husband is not an Elvis fan whatsoever. He appreciates Elvis's talent and the music he did. But, you know, my partner was saying, you know, his preferred style of music would be the gospel. Because of when I do play Elvis gospel, you know, again, you know, it's Elvis is giving it his all, isn't he? And so again, we've all got difference of opinions, but again, I really enjoy listening to everyone's opinions in the comments below. You know, whenever I do read the comments below, I mainly always read the comments when I'm at work. So, you know, I work full time. I do quite a lot of hours in the week, and when I do an upload, sometimes I do my upload and I don't post it on that night that I've done the upload on. I'll post it maybe 2 or 3 days after, or I might do 2 or 3 uploads on one night and then post them individually across the week. And because I work so hard, so again, if I don't reply to you personally, again, I am sorry about that. I will always try my hardest to reply to each of you individually. But again, thank you all for supporting my channel. I really do appreciate it. And again, going back to talking about Elvis Presley music, it opens a can of worms, doesn't it? And again, for me, I love all genres of Elvis music, and as I said, but Christmas music is the least genre of music that I listen to. But when Christmas comes around, Elvis Christmas is never off the stereo. It's always playing. You've got to play Elvis Christmas at Christmas time. And, his country music, I just love Elvis country. It's just, rock and roll, and obviously your ballads and your pop. Elvis could turn his vocals to anything. And CJ on his channel said the same thing. Elvis was a performer and an entertainer that if he wanted to record anything, he would put his stamp on it and he would make it his. And I think that is the talent that Elvis had. He could make a weak song a great song. He could make a bad song into a good song. And again, CJ was saying, and I really do agree with this, there was many a song that Elvis Presley did not want to record, but he did. And again, I just think that is the measure of the man that, he still went in that recording studio. He still did the cut for the record. And again, I don't know if this is true or not, so please leave in the comments below if it is not. I heard that Elvis Presley did not enjoy recording Mary in the Morning on the That's the Way It Is album. And I heard that he also does not like, he didn't like Burning Love either. Again, if you do know any facts on that, could you please leave in the comments below? That's just two random things that I've heard. And again, if you know of any other Elvis songs that you know he didn't like, please share as well, because again, I would love to know more Elvis songs that he actually didn't like to record. When you talk about his soundtracks, I was talking to CJ about this. I think on some of his soundtracks albums, you can tell that some of the songs he's singing, he really is not enjoying it, but he was contracted to do it, and that's how it was. Elvis still put his heart and soul into it. So I just want to get back onto this box set. So Elvis Presley Platinum, A Life in Music, first issued in 1997, a 4 CD set. Again, now you can get this as a reissue, and you're looking at $24.99, I believe. But the original from 1997, you could try eBay, because I know there's a lot of Elvis fans that always would want the original release. I'm someone that if I can't get the original, I will always try and get a reissue. But again, this is the original from 1997, or try Discogs. Again, thank you for taking the time out to return to my channel today to watch this upload of Elvis Presley Platinum, A Life in Music. Any more additional information you would like on this box set, please don't hesitate to leave in the comments below. And again, I know I put on my channel that I will be doing an in-depth review on Elvis in the 50s, the complete concert recordings. I have done the upload for that. I've not uploaded it yet because there's a few errors on the video, and I really need to do that again. And that will possibly be done over the coming week now. So again, I'm really sorry, but I want to get it completely right for you all. So on the upload for that, there was a few errors that I made, and I won't post anything on my channel if it's not 100%. Look, thank you all for taking the time out to return to my channel today. It's most appreciated. And again, please keep Elvis close to your hearts. Please keep on playing his music. Lots of love, everybody. Speak soon. Bye-bye.